All right, so here's the rub.
Dad jokes.
Get it?
Hello and welcome to week 4. This past week has certainly been its own kind of eventful. I made my very first turkey ever, which I can assure you was quite the journey. Addison met her great-grandparents, notably Grandma Elaine, who was her middle namesake. We decorated for Christmas and tried to give a little TLC to the dogs. But most importantly, Addison made it to 1 month old. All of that and more in this week's episode of Life with the Carlins.
We have been tasked with making a turkey for the first time ever, which is exciting because my brother-in-law is definitely not a trained chef, so
Yeah, he's a trained chef.
no stress there or anything. Mike, I hope you enjoyed it.
Yeah, but we're gonna smoke it.
We're gonna smoke it. We have a Traeger, so we're hoping that we can do the brine today and then hopefully get up early tomorrow morning and put it on the smoker and see what happens. Wish us luck! I could have moved the Yeti.
That's gonna work.
So what you got there?
So I've got the brine. I've never used brine like this before. But it looks cool. It's pretty. It's like Fruity Pebbles and salt.
And what do we do with this?
We boil it, we add water, and then we sink the turkey into it.
Sink it.
Sink it. So it's like a witch's cauldron. Spooky.
Potions.
Potions. So it said bourbon was optional. So we're going for it. To be safe.
You look so tickled. Addison is officially on supervisor duty. How we doing there, Addie? How are you doing there, Allie?
I'm pretty good.
Are you getting some nourishment?
Well, so it called for bourbon in the recipe, and I'm like, well, you can't have bourbon out and not pour a bourbon ginger, which we call burbles.
Burbles!
So we're having burbles.
Hooray! I've literally never opened one of these before, so we're about to learn some stuff.
Oh my gosh.
This can't be good.
It reminds me of, what does it remind me of?
Shuffleboard?
No, well, kind of.
Oh man.
What is it? It's the Olympic game where you go.
Oh, what is that called? With the ice.
Yeah.
And thing. It's like
What
ice
is it?
shuffleboard.
Oh, it's gonna drive me crazy. Do you think if you went, it would go?
What? It must have reached a stopping point. There are juices. People are gonna be like, we don't want to see this.
I know. This is. Maybe we skip this part.
Maybe we skip this part.
A few moments later.
I'm calling Mike. Hey, buddy. How's it going?
Good, what's up?
Just have a quick question for you. I am trying to get the turkey prepped for tomorrow. And so I just opened it up and there was like a packet of gravy on the inside.
Yeah.
How much else is in there that needs to come out?
Typically, like, there's a pack of innards.
Okay.
Like, and there's sometimes a neck, but it's all, like, loose. So, if you check through the butt, if it's all empty, then you're good to go. If you check through the neck side, there's also sometimes some things there.
Got it. Okay, so you just sort of got to investigate. Look at that, man. Okay, interesting. We're learning.
Yeah, I know. It's like one of those things you're like, it's like, why did they hide this stuff?
Well, and the thing is, it's like I don't really want to go rooting around. It's like I don't want it to be like investigation, just blindly reaching into the cavity of a bird, hoping to find things. So, okay, so we got our bird cleaned out, we've got our Yeti cleaned out, and we've got our brine completely chilled. So we're about to do the next step. Hopefully we're doing it correctly. Woohoo!
Okay, so bird in the cooler.
Bird in the cooler, breast side down.
Yep.
Okay.
Yay, we're doing
It's
it.
the first time I've ever used a cooler like this.
Right?
It's kind of, it feels wrong, but I promise I cleaned it. All right, we will see you in the morning. And it's morning. How'd you do, turkey? All right. We'll see you in a little bit. And we're back. Whoa! Holy cow. Look at that. How do we do, Mike?
It looks so good. So good. Nice and smoked. Juicy.
Really? I know, I really would be curious.
Dallas and Ollie. Dallas plays with Ollie. She just doesn't get to go.
I bet Dallas and him would get
Oh
along.
man, he gets along with all of them.
She's not ugly.
That baby is pretty. Sounds pretty. You gonna wake up? You know what I mean? You got the same birthday. You won't even talk to him. You won't even talk to him. We got the same birthday.
Same birthday.
Good.
You're being so
Congratulations.
Look at
Thank
that.
you. How have you been?
Good, thanks.
That's good. That's
Yeah.
good. I can't believe you guys made it down.
I know.
I'm so excited. Here's Grandma Elaine meeting Addison Elaine.
Isn't she sweet? Oh, precious. I always love their fingers.
I know.
Their fingers.
She's smiling. Oh, we met.
Oh, Addie smiles. How great is that? How you doing?
Pretty good. She won't sleep.
Come on, Addie.
We've been trying for what time?
2 hours.
More than 2 hours. Like she hasn't slept since 3, and it's like 7 now.
Let's sigh.
But she's so darn cute.
Hello, friends. Good news. Alice and I are both sick. How you feeling there, babe?
Pretty terrible.
Yeah.
Yeah, I think we both lost our voices, and we can't breathe in all through our noses.
Not one bit.
Not one bit.
I would say this has been yet another one of those, oh wow, parenting be hard moments. Because you're sick, and when you're sick, the best thing you can do is sleep. But unfortunately, when you have a baby who's depending on you to feed her all through the night, you're not sleeping. So, Alice, swear you never believe you had no voice right now.
Me?
You look amazing.
No, God, no. Thank you.
Not to mention the women's still on the show.
So, I feel like very quick backstory before we go on to the next thing is early on in COVID, my mom, who works at the local SPCA, they were shutting down, and she said, we have this really cute dog, do you want to foster him for like a few months? And that was Chewy. So Chewy showed up, and he was a total foster fail. He just sort of like came into the house. Indy and him got along extremely well, and he just became part of the family, so we had to keep him. But the unusual thing about it is that we had him during a period of time where we weren't like seeing anybody.
Right, so he wasn't really super socialized since we got him during quarantine. So we were a little nervous to take him to get him groomed.
And we've taken to get him groomed, and they said
no.
we're not doing it.
Yeah, so Ben's gonna try and groom him today.
We're gonna see how it goes. But so I read you're supposed to bathe them first.
Okay.
So always groom a clean dog.
Okay.
There's Indigo.
Indy's perfect, so she can just go to the groomer.
She goes to the groomer, but Chewy is gonna have to deal with me.
Chewy's a wild thing.
Woo!
Okay.
Here we go. All right, bud. We got this. You did so good last time we did this. All right, here we go, pal. Last week's episode was Addison's first bath. It's gonna be Chewy's first bath. There it is. Good job, buddy. Good job, Chipsters. You look hilarious, dude. I'm sorry. Yeah, that's okay. You're doing great. You're doing great. I'll tell you what, just a path. I feel like he's looking way better. Joey, look at you, bud. Look at you. I think you like the blow dryer, honestly. What do you say, buddy? Want to try and get trimmed? Now for the major Chewy do you trust me moment. Literally have not even opened these things yet, so let's see how we can do. It's okay, buddy. Oh, he's like, I don't know about those. I don't know about those, not one bit. Oh, see that? His little growls coming out.
So Ben was struggling a little bit with Chew. So I have a plan. We're gonna see how that works. What a good boy.
All right, what do you think?
I think he looks so much better.
What do you think, Chewy?
He loves it. Yes, you love it. I mean, he didn't love it, but he looks so cute. He smells so good.
He looks good. He looks more like a puppy. You can kind of see his face.
Good job, buddy.
Are you next? Are you next? We got the whole family in 3 square feet of the house. All right, Allie, what do we got?
All right, we're taking her 1 month photo. No. Bless you. Oh no. We might need to get her in a good mood.
Oh, okay. Happy.
Hi, girlie. Hi.
You're 1 month old.
Fastest month ever.
This first month has been incredibly eventful, and in a lot of ways, a very significant healing time for Alice and I. It was this time last year that we were going through our second miscarriage, and while the holidays and time with family are normally moments that bring happiness and comfort, they were a real struggle for us last year. Obviously, this year is a little different.
So we are gonna put up our Christmas tree today, but we're kinda in denial about it because for the first time ever in our lives,
In my family, at least, ever.
in my family ever.
So this is a first for both sides of the family. It's honestly blasphemy.
It is.
For both of us.
It's terrible.
But it was just one of those years where we're like,
We just had to, we needed things to be simple. So
we got a fake Christmas tree.
we got a fake Christmas tree. It even feels weird saying it.
I know.
That's the worst.
Can we step back out?
No, we have it.
When your sister-in-law is a florist and much better at fluffing the tree. Thanks, Sammy.
Got it.
Mike, how you doing?
I'm good. She's doing good. Just staring off into nothing.
Okay, so story time. Since I moved into this house several years ago, there's been this one sweet little old lady at the end of my street who has the absolutely most breathtaking Christmas lights display every single year. And I've always looked at them and admired them and loved them. And so last year I was like, okay, what is it that she's doing? Like, what is it that is so meticulous and perfect about these Christmas lights? And so I did a lot of research and I started buying up just as many lights as I could possibly find. and I figured out like what color she was using, what size bulbs she was using, and I went to like all of the various home stores around us, and I bought as many lights as I possibly could, and I rented a ladder so that I could get up on top of my roof to put down all of these things. I got all of the clips, thousands of lights, spent hundreds of dollars, and I lit it up and was like, well, is it right? Is it there? Is it as good as hers? And the answer was no, it wasn't. It just wasn't as good. And I was like, well, what am I doing wrong? Because like I thought I did all the things. I couldn't have possibly put more energy into this than what I already did. And so I was driving home from work probably in mid-January of last year, and outside of her house I saw a professional Christmas lights company taking down the lights in like a red and white striped wrapped truck. And I was like, oh my gosh, they're commercial lights. So coming into this year, I was like, well, I just bought all these lights. What am I supposed to do? I'll tell you what I did. I wrote down the name of the company and I hired the same company. So there, little old lady down the street, we are on the same level. And with that, what's incredible to me right now is that this past month has been anything but easy. I genuinely have a whole new respect for what parents the world over have accomplished. Especially getting sick for the first time as a parent and realizing that as much as you might need to take care of yourself, this tiny little human still needs you all throughout. Above all else though, the thing that is maybe the most shocking is how absolutely okay I am. Taking care of Addie is one of the hardest challenges I've ever had, but I'm really not sure there's anything else in the world that could ever be worth all the effort. 1 month down, a lifetime to go.